We have a local rabbi who will join us to talk about the week-long Jewish holiday. And this morning, Passover is set to begin this weekend.
It sure is. So this morning we have Rabbi Chaim of Houston joining us to discuss the Jewish holiday, and I'll have you introduce yourself as well.
Hi, I'm Rivky.
Oh, thanks for coming in.
Rabbi's daughter.
I'm so thankful we both have you here. Thanks for coming in. It's a special weekend. Tell us a little bit about what it is for anyone who doesn't understand.
So this year is different. This year we had, one of the first questions we say, why is this night different than all other nights? This year is different, and it's not going to be this way for another 20 years, where Passover will go from the Jewish Sabbath straight into the night of Passover. So we're going to have a whole celebration of the 24 hours of the Sabbath. Saturday night, we sit down for the beautiful Seder, which includes the 3 matzot, the 3 special crackers that you're supposed to eat, which are handmade shmor matzahs, the Rolls Royce of them. If you're nice and Jewish, want to have a Seder, this is the best one to bring as your gift to your Seder table. And the 4 cups of wine, which we drink. And we also, the central to the whole thing is the Seder plate, which I'll allow Rivky to explain.
Okay, so there's all different kinds of Seder plates. We've got, let's say, the silver one over here. But there are very different ways you can do it. And this was actually done by the women of the community, Jewish women. You can do, it's resin.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at those dried flowers.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's so special. Those are beautiful.
Yes, it actually says that in the merit of the righteous women, the Jews were redeemed from Egypt. So too, nowadays, in modern times, this is where our women can show our faith strongly and proudly. And one way to do that is actually by lighting the Shabbat candles. Also, before the holiday, 18 minutes before sunset. And we're taught that a little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness. So that's one way we can bring light into this world.
So I know the day of Passover that changes. Why is that?
So it's always going to be in the spring, and it's supposed to be on the 14th day to the Jewish month of Nisan. So it's set with a new moon. That was one of the things that the Jewish people were commanded when they left Egypt, where they were oppressed and they were in slavery, and then they were redeemed. And so 14 days later, they were told to bring the Pesach lamb, and that is the zroa on the Seder plate, the shank bone, or that's a nice burnt grilled chicken neck, because we don't actually have it today. We don't have a holy temple. There was also a holiday sacrifice brought that resembles by the egg. We also dip the vegetable in salt water. We have horseradish, which we eat on the romaine lettuce, and the charoset, which is looks like a brick mortar the Jewish people used to build the buildings. Many people think it was the pyramids. Maybe, maybe not. But whatever it was, the Jewish people were enslaved, and they were redeemed from Egypt. And every time we sit down to the Seder, we always think about the oppression that we've had, and how are we going to be redeemed from our oppressions. Each one individually has things that hold us back. It's a time to sit down, to meditate, to think, how am I going to get out of my personal Egypt?
There is so much thought that goes behind it, even right down to meaning behind what you eat. That is so special. And I can't help but notice your ties, Rabbi.
Listen, my friends, this is how you tie a matzah.
I mean, that's something else right there.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Thank God it doesn't crack. But we do crack the middle matzah. On the holiday, we sit down, one of the first things we do, we take the middle matzah, we crack it in half. But that's not soft.
No.
Well, Rabbi, we appreciate you so much.
It.
Always good to see you.
Thank you for coming in, too, to help support him and tell us more about what you've learned through your life.
Yes.
All right, we're at 8:17 right now.
Nate Griffin in the building with a look at sports.